How you doing? My name's Josh Stickle, and I'm an addict and an alcoholic in recovery. Um, my sobriety date is November 1st of 2013, and by the grace of God, I've been clean and sober every day since then. Just a little bit about me. I started using when I was 14 years old because I was bullied and I wanted to feel accepted, and that eventually turned into a full-blown active addiction. Um, my drug of choice is any kind of opiate, pretty much heroin, oxycontin, and I also like to mix that with some benzos, Xanax, Klonopin, anything like that. So that had a true grip on me, and it turned me into a person that I'm not happy to say was absolutely horrible. I hated myself. I treated the people that loved me the most the worst, and my life was a pretty hellish existence. I was filled with self loathing. I had no passion, no motivation, no drive. My life basically consisted of sleeping on the couch, waking up, withdrawing, feeling like crap, going and getting what I needed, using until I completely nodded out and passed out. Basically, so I didn't have to deal with the reality of my life, the destruction that I created in my life. But by the grace of God, I've been clean and sober for about a year and a half at the time that I'm recording this. So I'm very happy to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm an addict or to say that I'm an alcoholic, because I'm definitely both. And I'm in recovery. And it's taken a lot of hard work to get to where I'm at today. But I wouldn't change anything, really. I wouldn't change anything that I've gone through, all the experiences that I've had, because I've been able to learn from them. And I think that's the key, is that you learn from the experiences that you have, good or bad. There's always a lesson to be learned. That being said, that's kind of who I am and where I came from. But I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about living life in recovery and how it was created and why it was created. It was, living life in recovery started as a very simple idea of going to treatment centers and taking clients in those treatment centers out and showing them a good time, and that having fun without the use of drugs and alcohol is possible. And just in case you don't know, all the people who relapse, 11% list a lack of fun or boredom as their reason for relapse. So myself and Eric Spettel, we got together one day in November of 2014 and decided, you know what, let's do this. We both have a passion for helping people. We like to see people succeed and live better lives. And what better people to help than those just like us that are in recovery? So let's do something about this. And that's when Living Life in Recovery was created. Because we believe that life is meant to be lived. Life is an experience, and you get out of it what you put into it. And how you see life determines how life is going to be for you. So we created Living Life in Recovery with our ultimate goal being to help other people in recovery maintain their sobriety and to prevent a relapse. Because relapse happens so often, unfortunately, that I've witnessed several times, people that relapse and they go back to that miserable existence, that hellish lifestyle that people that deal with addiction and alcoholism are all too familiar with. So we thought, what can we do to help? What can we do to help people in recovery like us live the lives that we're living today? Because today my life is beyond my wildest dreams. Anything that I thought could have been possible is now possible today. And I absolutely love it. And the best thing I could think to do is try to give this gift to someone else. So we started with basically simple camping trips where we took a group of people in recovery, various lengths of recovery too. Anyone from 60 days all the way up to 3 years, we took on these trips. And we went and had a good time on these trips, which was it's important to go have a good time and have fun, but we wanted it to be more. So we intertwined the trips with teachings of the 12 principles of the 12 steps. Those 12 principles can be found in our program page on our website at livinglifeinrecovery.net. But it helped educate people on the 12 principles of the 12 steps. And with that knowledge, you're then able to apply those principles to your life. And, upon applying those to your life, it helps you with that serenity, that peace of mind. It helps you to continue to become the person you want to be. a contributing member to society, a son or a daughter, a brother or sister, a father or a mother. The 12 principles help you accomplish that. And that was our start. But since then, Living Life in Recovery has evolved to so much more. Our passion for wanting to help people has driven us to look for other ways that we can improve what we're doing at Living Life in Recovery. And part of that was by continuing our education. So, for example, I decided to get certified in stress management. Stress is another major cause of relapse. We all go through stress. Doesn't matter if you're a normie, if you're in recovery, whatever. We all go through stress. We experience stress almost daily, and it's our coping skills that allow us to deal with it in either a positive way or a negative way. And if we don't have those coping skills, then eventually we go back to what we know. And unfortunately, what we know is drugs and alcohol. That's our coping mechanism. And we'll go back to that at one point in time. So getting that certification has given me the tools that I need to teach others how to manage their stress in a positive way. In addition to that, I have got my certification as a life coach. And what I love about being a life coach is, I don't claim to be better than you. I don't claim to be more advanced than you, more intelligent than you, or anything. I am absolutely your equal. Like, I am no better or no worse. We're all in recovery. We're all addicts and alcoholics. We can all share similar experiences, and we can all relate to the feelings that those experiences caused. So as a life coach, I'm just there to help you move forward with your life. I'm there to help you set goals and an action plan to accomplish those goals. And I'm there to help you through the tough times and to get to where you want to be, to accomplish any kind of dream that you may have. Because what's awesome about being in recovery is that anything is impossible. Anything. Like, I could not say, a year and a half ago that I would be where I'm at today. I didn't think it was possible. But through experience, I can truly say that anything you want to do is. It just takes effort. It takes work. It takes perseverance. It takes motivation and dedication. That's all you need. And I can help you out with that. I can lead you in the right direction. I myself have worked through the 12 steps. I have a sponsor. I have sponsees. I help other guys out through the 12 steps. And really, the 12 steps is just a guide for living. And the principles, again, is a guide for living. And so with these other certifications, it helps me give you additional tools that help you with that guide for living and how to live your life to the fullest. Because that's what we want, right? I mean, if we didn't want to live our lives to the fullest and we were comfortable being miserable and absolutely just hating ourselves and didn't really care, we wouldn't be in recovery. We wouldn't be trying to change our lives for the better. So my passion and Eric's passion is helping other people. And I know I stated that before, but I like to reemphasize that because that's why we're doing this. We're not in it to make any money. We're not in it to capitalize on the disease of addiction. We're not in it for anything like that. We're here to help people live better lives. And what we do at Living Life in Recovery is different than anything else that anyone else is doing. We're not a standalone inpatient treatment that takes you into the wilderness for, 3 months at a time and makes you, live outside the whole time. We're not affiliated with any treatment centers. We're a standalone outdoor therapy program. And the cool part is that you don't have to sign up for anything. You can go on a day trip with us and learn tools to help you in your recovery, or you can go on some of our longer trips, our overnight trips. I mean, some of our trips are up to 5 days long, and we cover a lot of material, but at the same time, we have a lot of fun, and we do a lot of really exciting adventure type deals. I like to leave some of it up to surprise, but we do go whitewater rafting, we do go rappelling, we do go zip lining. We do all these really cool things that we get to experience today. And I say experience because we actually experience them. We're not like dead inside because we're high or we're drunk and we're not going to remember what happened, the next day. We get to do these things and build memories and get to hold on to these experiences we had and take them to heart and realize what they are. And that's just, that's part of living life. And that's kind of how the name was created, Living Life in Recovery. Life is meant to be lived. It's not just, meant to sit down on the sidelines and watch it pass us by like we did in active addiction or alcoholism. We're here to experience life and take this gift that we've been given of sobriety and, ride it to the fullest and take it to lengths that we never thought were possible. But we only achieve those goals and those dreams by staying clean and sober. And that's why we're here. That's why Living Life in Recovery was created, is to give you those additional tools you need to continue to maintain your recovery. Everything we do is crucial to preventing a relapse. Like everything. It's all been thought out in so much detail that I can't even explain to you. So much thought and effort and blood, sweat, and tears and everything has been put into this program. It's not just something we decided to do one day and then the next day we opened it up. I mean, for instance, any place we go and we scout it out. We check out where we want to take people, where it would be most beneficial. Then we create a lesson plan around that. We decide what activities we want to do on these trips, and we create a lesson plan around those. Everything we do is for a purpose. It's not just going out and having fun and camping or something, which is definitely part of it, don't get me wrong. But there's so much more that Living Life in Recovery offers. I mean, Eric has his own certifications. I'll let him tell you about that himself, but I bring what I can bring to the table, and that is a passion to help you succeed and a passion to help you maintain your sobriety and your recovery and to continue to move forward, to keep making that progress, because we're all about progress, not perfection. I'm sure you've all heard that 100 times, but that's what it's all about. It's about progress. It's about never being cured. It's about continuing to better ourselves, and it's through that continuation to better ourselves that we get to where we want to be. So if you feel like your life can be bettered, or yourself, or your recovery, any of that can get better than where it is right now, because none of us are perfect. I hate to break it to you. And none of our programs are, unbreakable. We can always use something to better ourselves. And what better way to do that than to go get outdoors, go do something fun with with an experiential education attached to that. That you go out and you experience this awesome adventure that we're doing, and you get to learn so much while you're out there, and then you turn around and you take what you learn and you apply it to your life. I mean, that's what sets us apart. We actually, first and foremost, we put everyone else ahead of ourselves when it comes to these trips. We make sure that you're taken care of, that you're safe, and that you're comfortable. Those are our main 3 concerns. Then we want to teach you all the tools that we possibly can to help ensure that you maintain your recovery. That's our goal. That's our goal with Living Life in Recovery. That's why it was created, to help you, to help addicts and alcoholics in recovery just like me and Eric. We want to give back what we have been so freely given. And that's why we have created this. So we hope to see you on one of our upcoming trips. So if you get a chance, keep checking out our webpage. Join us on Facebook, like us. Join our newsletter. Our newsletter keeps you up to date not only with what we're doing, but with what other organizations in the community that help people in recovery are doing as well. So you'll always have something to do. You'll never have any downtime. You never get bored. You never get lonely or anything like that. There's always something to do if you're willing to do it. And I'm sure everyone's told you before, it's all about that willingness. So you got to kind of question yourself, like, do I want to continue to live this awesome life that I've been given, this second chance, this freedom from active addiction? And you absolutely can. And you don't have to be miserable anymore. You just got to put a little bit of work into it. And going on our trips isn't so much work. It's having a great time and learning at the same time. So come join us on one of our trips. We look forward to seeing you. We look forward to meeting you and creating a relationship with you. Again, my name is Josh Stickle, and I am an addict and an alcoholic. Thank you.